Yep. Hello, guys. You are welcome to today's edition of the Real Talks with Chris Ehato. Now, a quick one. Let us talk about decision-making process for young people, especially the Gen Zs, the millennials, and the Generation X. Now, why are we doing this series on Generation Z and Generation Y or Generation X? There is a constant battle between these generations. Now, the millennials are mad with the Gen Zs, and the Gen Zs are madder with the Generation X. People think that decision making is easy. Decision making is not easy. Decision making has to do with you making up your mind about something. For you to make progress in life, you need to make definite decisions about your life, about your relationship, and about your work. And then, of course, you will also need to make financial decisions, money decisions, relationship decisions, career decisions, family decisions. Making all these various daily decisions are difficult and overwhelming for young people who, for most of their life, depend on their parents or adults for the decision making process. I know a lot of people want to enjoy their life. Why? Because when you are having fun, when you are young and you're having fun, you really don't know what it is that you're losing. Because in life, the one decision can affect another decision. And so, to avoid that pain or the pains associated with wrong decisions, I have three simple steps that will help you to make your decisions faster and more decisive. The first step is for you to look at the logic of your decision. What is the logical build-up to your decision-making process? Have you thought about the the facts, the truths, the logic behind what you intend to do or the decisions you want to make? Logic is really not about emotions. Logic is not about how you feel. Logic is about the reality, the facts of the matter. This thing I want to do, does it make sense? This thing I'm about to do, does it make sense? The decisions I have made in the past, do they have logical sense? If the answer is no, when you're making your next decision, make sure you consider the logic behind the decision you want to make. Next to logic is emotion. How do you feel about the decision you're about to make? What is your heart telling you about the decision you want to make? Yes, the logic look reasonable, but do you feel good about it? Do you feel cheated about it? Do you think that the person you're trying to help would get an advantage over you now or in the future? So weigh the emotions behind your decisions. If you feel good about it and the logic is right, then you can move forward and then take that decision. But however, before you make that decision final, one of the last thing you must do, which is the very last thing that make your decision fruitful or make your decision realistic, is action. Action. The actions you want to take. Have you analyzed the logic? Does the logic align with the emotion? And then the actions you want to take. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, A, B, C, D. If I take the first action, the first step, the second step, the third step, The logic is good, the emotion is good, but is the action, how cost effective is the action? Are you going to do it alone, or do you need people to work with you to get the decision, you know, materialized? So let us do a quick recap. We said there are three simple steps that can help anybody in any generation to make good and effective decisions. The first step we said is the logic of the decision. How solid, how reasonable is the logic of that decision? All right. Have you looked at folks who have made similar decisions in the past? What is the outcome of their decisions in the present? If the past gave a positive result, then it is likely if you take the same logical path today, you would end in the same position, in the same results. All right. So you look at the logic of your decisions, and then next, the second simple step that you take before you make any decision is to look at the emotion behind the decision you want to make. Are you emotional about it? Do you feel good about it? Do you think that the person or the thing you are doing, how good do you feel about it? Do you think people will be blessed by it? Do you think if your parents get to know about it, they'll be happy? If your spouse get to know about that decision, they'll be happy. If your boss gets to know about that decision you have made, they'll be happy. If your conclusion is that people will be happy with that decision, then of course you have checked another box in your decision making process. The logic is good, the emotion is good, and then you can take the necessary action required to make that logical decision and that emotional decision go through. I hope you have learned something today. My name is Ehato Christian Osaze of the Real Talks with Chris Ehato. When next will come your way, we intend to bring you talks that will enable you to take decisive and profitable decisions. I hope that the decision you make today will help you tomorrow. Don't forget, it is very hard to make up your mind or decision in the 21st century. There are a lot of issues, there are a lot of things contending for your time, contending for your attention. But however, if you go through these simple steps in decision making, logic, emotion, and action, I guarantee you these three things will lead to effective and productive decisions, and your life and your time will be better for it. Click here or here for the next video. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel. Have a great day and stay blessed. God bless you. Bye.